Everybody know I'm a motherfucking monster. Welcome to my channel, Thriving Abundantly Terrell. It's lit. Okay. It's lit. My returning viewers, my thrivers, my subscribers. What's good? I trust y'all are doing well. Hit the like button for me. Stay from the beginning to the end. Tell all your friends like y'all be doing. Share my videos, okay? If you're new, subscribe to the channel. What's it do? Okay, yeah, hit the subscribe button. I post for all 12 zodiac signs every 2 weeks. I also do picker cards and general readings, so tap and hit the bell. That'd be swell. If anybody's interested in a personal, slide into my DMs. And I got you, okay? Make sure y'all drinking your water and y'all staying hydrated and aligned, mind, body, and soul. Mm-mm. Okay, what is this? Monster? I don't know. Maybe folks gonna turn you to a monster. Then turn you into a savage. Like you just like what? You knocking down your goals or something like that? All right, let me talk down. I don't write nothing down. All right. God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, the ones that fuck with me, are the highest and son of white light. Thank you so much for sending me down to do this reading for the collective, making sure we're all protected during this reading, and we got clear, direct, concise messages. Much appreciation. Thank you for the clear audio and the clear visual, Lord. All right. Hey, what's good? Appreciate your interaction with the channel. All right, let me get a note from universe on abundance. Let me get one card on the table, please. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, answers. Clear any interference with these cards. Let me get one card on the table. Let me get one card on the table. Let me get a note from universe for the collective. Clear any. Okay, look, listen. 2 cards came out. Look how they both got green in the middle. All right. I'm going to read this one first. If more people knew how admired they already are, they'd be even more admirable. Same for knowing how cool, fun, healthy, wealthy, and wise they already are. And zippy. In admiration. The universe. I feel like you're being admired. I feel like you accepted that you are admirable. I don't know, cause take out resonates, but you know, from my life experience, like you could have been, and maybe in general, like people didn't really like tell you how lit you was or something, and it's like you're realizing that for yourself, or you're around people that realize that or something. Also, I was thinking about this. I think I mentioned this before, but it's this tribe or something like there'd be this. I think it was in Africa. I'm not sure, but this tribe, when people would do things wrong, like I think it would be whatever they would do. Okay, I think it would be thieves, murderers, and shit. People that do things that's wrong. It's like people would take days off of work for like 4 days or something like that. Folks would take days off of work, and they would have the person in the middle of like the town, and everybody. I think they would cook for them, and they would tell them like all the good things, remind them of all the good things about themselves, and then after that, after them 4 days or whatever like that, like everybody in the tribe or whatever, like folks is not working or something like that. They took the time out to focus on this one person, and afterwards they would welcome them back into the tribe. Now I don't know, and that's just so like so people remember who they are. Like that's not you. Look at what you're doing. That's not you for real, or something like that. And then they start making better decisions because maybe they feel like more is expected out of them or something. I don't know. This card also came out. Most don't stop to think, but both having money and not having money make fantastic adventures possible that otherwise wouldn't be possible. I'm mixing words, but that wouldn't otherwise be possible. Same goes for having and not having anything else. Everyone's a winner in time and space, the universe. So you could be an adventurer. It don't matter if you got money or you don't. You still taking adventures. Me personally, like I feel like when I was younger, like I was more like that. Now it's like, you know what I'm saying, I want to make sure that I got it. You know what I'm saying? But when I was younger, like I would leave the house and I would not have it. And I would still be doing shit. Like I would still be taking the train and shit. But I think maybe I had a Metro card. But I would still be doing shit. Because sometimes not having money can make you be like, oh, I'm going to stay home. But you don't have to necessarily do that. You could go outside and you don't even know like what's going on outside. Like you don't even know like there've been countless cookouts and barbecues and you know what I'm saying, get-togethers and just meeting new people. And if you did have it, maybe you wouldn't be talking to anybody. You would just go ahead about your business. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's good to have it, so you can go about your business if need be. But I don't know, something about being open. All right, and something about don't feel like a loser because you don't got no money. Okay, that's funny. It says everyone's a winner in time and space, the universe. You can still have fantastic adventures, and if you don't got no money, you could have an adventure that somebody that did have it is not gonna have. They won't even have that kind of adventure. And doesn't have to be like negative, dire poverty. I don't know. I feel like poverty is a state of mind. Okay, we alive. Whether you got it or you don't, you still alive. You can still have a fantastic adventure. At the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. I'm gonna shuffle. I'm using the Modern Wish Tarot deck. If y'all want to chip in on me getting another deck, okay, because this one is it's been, you know what I'm saying, been through it. It been through it. If y'all want to chip, I don't know how much this deck was. Let me see. $25. If y'all would like to chip in if I get another deck, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, I'll be so grateful. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know. My first thing would be like, God is so good. Anyway, let's just keep going. I'm using Modern Wish Tarot deck. The universe is admiring you. Don't feel no type of way. Don't feel like your life is ended. You know, I it's I don't feel like money should have like an emotional response from you. Like your mood should go down because you don't got it. However, it's like I feel like you gotta that's something to learn. That way, so your emotional state isn't, I don't know, compromised or whatever. Anyway, let me show you. Let me get 3 cards on the table for the collective. Clear any interference with these cards. Let me get 3 cards on the table for the collective. And you know, sometimes people just don't tell you how great you are for whatever reason. I think it's because they don't feel great themselves or something. I don't know what it is. They don't feel good about themselves to tell you that, you know. People could just be silent, quiet. They're not even gonna let you know or something. I don't know. That's my experience. But let me get 3 cards on the table for the collective. Alright, interference with these cards. Let me get 3 cards on the table. I'm gonna read these cards right quick, but hold on, because I really wanted to change. There's a commercial. All these cards came out in reverse, but I think it's how my hand went. All right, I'm looking at Justice, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Fool card. Mm, something you being on your path, like you really the Fool card. It's feeling like a new adventure coming up, or you in the midst of it. Let me get 3 cards on the table for the collective. 9 of Wands, wounded warrior energy. So you could be around people that you don't trust. You don't trust this person. Knight of Wands. Whoever this is, right? Four of Wands right here. All right. Let me see something. Let me get 2 cards on the table. There are any interference with these cards. Let me get 2 cards on the table for the collective. Oh, them cards came out so crazy. It's not 2 cards, but it's two. Mm. I'm looking at the 8 of Wands, communication, or this could be about projections. This could be about projections niggas sent to you. So gotta resonate. This could be about projections that was sent to you, and you got your guard up, and then when it hit you, it ricochet, and then it boomerang to whoever sent it to, and then they got this 5 of Pentacles. So you gotta resonate. This could be a mother figure, or you could be a mother. The Empress and the Ace of Pentacles. Remember I said it's 2 cards and 2 cards. These are the other 2 cards. The Ace of Pentacles and the Empress is in reverse. Okay, and it kind of went to the side, and that's the 2 of Swords I'm looking at. Decisions. The choices we make. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. I don't know. Let me do some more. Mm-hmm. Clarity and clarity and friends with God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please protect all my chakras. Some of this 9 of Wands for the collective. Some of this 9 of Wands. Something about like being around people that look. 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. It's like you really could be strict in somebody's perception. Something about you being mindful of what you intake, what you listen to, what you let people speak over you, speak to you. Cause you in this energy of like growing and being free and no obligations, nigga, but you still you growing something. So much your legacy. I think I was gonna say something else. We're gonna keep going though. Oh yeah, I was watching somebody's pick a cards on YouTube, and they was just telling me like, I don't know, I just hearing good things, and when they was talking, I was like, yeah, that is me. Yeah, yep, that's me. Yep, you got it. And then I was like, but I don't hear people tell me that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna act like I don't exist and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's cute, but nigga, I know I'm here. So anyway, I'm looking at the Ace of Wands. And the Fool card, some with the Nine of Wands. Some with the Nine of Wands. So anyway, it can make you have your guard up, Nine of Wands. Looking at the Ace again. We got one card on the table for the collective. Clear any interference with these cards. It's like you had to be there for yourself. And even when I say that, it's like, okay, what's wrong with that? But you know, however you was raised, like niggas could have raised you like on purpose to be like, bitch, don't ask for no help. If you ask for help, like, and this is like the undertone. Maybe they didn't say this exactly, but it's like if you ask for help, like we're gonna give you a hard time. We're gonna make you not want to ask for help. So it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it by myself. But then the Hierophant God is right there, so you better off. Some of the Nine of Wands. You in good hands. Look, all state. Look, the Hierophant, Taurus energy. You in good hands. I'm looking at the Four of Swords, and behind the Hierophant is the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands. In my hand is the Four of Swords, and look, the Ten of Swords. Somebody cannot be feeling well. Four of Swords. Yeah, it was a war. It was a battle. Niggas waged war and shit. They want to romp with you. I'm looking at the Ten of Swords though, but they really was romping with God. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Some of this. Let me get one card on the table. Look, I'm looking at the Ace of Cups. Some of you're so loved, and you be doing God's work. Okay. Now I'm looking at the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, this is how you feel about this Hierophant in reverse. I mean, folks could have tried to demonize you. They could have tried to feel like you was non-traditional. They could feel like you was non-traditional, but I feel like these folks, they don't got God in them. Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups. I'm gonna shuffle this some more, but this could be about a lover that you was dealing with. That they had a lot of options. They could have been fire sign, water sign, air sign. However, out of all of their options, it's like you was the most stable one. The most stable one, like within yourself. Okay. Hardworking. You made them happy. The Sun card. Some of this Hierophant. I'm looking at the World card now. This person, I don't know. They could be watching you on the internet, or them and their friends. I don't know. Or let me see. When I thought about hamsters, I don't know, but really, I used to have a hamster, but I thought about like at the bottom of their beds. I mean, at the bottom of their enclosures or whatever. It would be this. It would be like this straw, like the straw hay stuff. Like the straw or this hay stuff or whatever. But and then I just thought about nail polish remover. Anyway, I'm looking at the Seven of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Okay, people that still kill, destroy, and fight and argue all day long. Every day there's an issue. Every day there's a problem. You know? And I just feel like I'm not trying to convert. I think I said this before. I'm not trying to change any of those folks at all. They want to fight. I just want to make sure. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure I'm not in the way. So you just make sure you stay out the way. So I don't know why they could be trying to come towards you, trying to disturb the peace, but some of this Hierophant. I'm looking at the Queen of Cups. When I went outside, somebody was calling me from a car. They were calling me, okay? You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I like to act like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't hear nothing. I'm looking at the Death card. Okay. Yeah, so whatever these folks be, if they live their lives like, and it's full of death, that's what it's gonna equal to. Something's gonna end. Or you ended something with these folks. Some of the Hierophant in reverse for the collective. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at the Six of Wands. These folks is not getting attention. They're not anybody to look up to. And then the Star card is right here. Yeah, these folks, they're not anybody to look up to. Somebody, I don't know, they trying to be in the mix or some shit like that. And it's like, you're not. You just doing your thing. I'm looking at the Queen of Swords. Something about your energy being protected, like, like your angels, your ancestors, guys, like, give me 6 feet, like, give you some space or something like that. Like, you can look but don't touch or some shit like that. Excuse me. Somebody 6 of Wands in reverse. Somebody, I don't know. It's like somebody's run is done. Somebody run done. Somebody run done. Some of this 6 of Wands in reverse for the collective. This, yeah, this is somebody who's not to be admired. It could be a fire sign. Mm. I'm looking at the Lovers. Again, I don't know this about a counterpart or I don't know. Somebody had love with love folk. Somebody familiar to you, family, friend, foe, 6 of Cups. I'm looking at the Two of Wands and the Chariot. Wherever these folks is, wherever they think they're going to towards a dead end. If they're trying to go towards you, okay. Look, I'm looking at that card again. Okay, you could be a Scorpio, or somebody could be a Scorpio. They got your chart. I'm looking at the Sun card. You choosing life. Some of this. Oh my gosh. The Ace of Swords came out in reverse. So somebody could be projecting untruths about a star. Okay, he's giving slander and shit. 8 of Wands. Ace of Wands. What the fuck? Ace of Swords in reverse and the 8 of Wands upright. Alright. Hmm. Kind of want to put this back. Some of this 8 of Wands. Dun, 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 dun. Get out of here. Get out of here, commercial. Some of this 8 of Wands. For the collective. Some of this 8 of Wands. Some of this 8 of Wands, I mean, it could be forward movement. That's what these folks move towards. Anyway, let me see. 8 of Wands. Go ahead. Possible journey. These folks, I don't know, they wanted your life to look different. Yeah. 7 of Swords is in reverse. They can't do what they was doing. They can't steal. Or they've been caught. They've been seen. You're aware of these people and what they about. Let me see. 7 of Swords. This chart says, haven't finished what you started. Courage. Haven't finished what you started. Courage. I'm looking at Temperance and the Fool card at the bottom of the deck. 9 of Swords. You're protected on your path. You're guided on your path. You take it seriously. You could be a Sagittarius. You could be a fire sign. You could be Aries. I don't know. But I'm looking at the 6 of Pentacles and the Tower card. Somebody paid for endings in your life. And you're a master manifester. You're a magician. Somebody paid for endings in your life. You're a magician. 7 of Swords. What's it said? You didn't finish what you started. Courage. I mean, yeah. Nine of Wands was the first card. Throughout all these spiritual attacks and shit like that, could be physical attacks, mental, emotional, all the attacks, all the anything they could think of. Okay, these folks was creative. I'm looking at the Seven of Swords. I'm looking at the King of Cups. It just made me feel like unfazed. It made me feel like, oh, I'm not even paying attention to that. Whatever it is that they was trying to do is like it don't connect. It don't connect to you. And it's like you're not done. If somebody wanted to be like, oh, like whatever it is you're doing, we're gonna put an end to it. It's like, no, you're not. I'm not done. I'm not finished. I'm courageous. I'm going forward. Somebody Seven of Swords in reverse. I'm looking at the Emperor. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And it's like you're making your inner child proud because you standing up for yourself. Look, the Emperor again. This one came out though, the Four of Cups. I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune. It made me feel like something could have made something like an illusion could have been cast for you to feel like maybe something wasn't worth it or you didn't want to do something or some shit like that, or you're over something, or but it's like you control your fate, you control your will. Just because somebody else don't care for what you do, don't mean you don't care about it. And you could be elite about whatever you do, and somebody could be like, oh, that's regular, like what, or some shit like that. And you could be legendary at whatever it is that you're doing, or however you live your life. You in control of your own life. I saw the Emperor somewhere, but I saw the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Let me drink some water, man. I'm gonna keep it moving. Somebody's Five of Pentacles. I'm looking at the Four of Pentacles. Somebody's stingy. Somebody's like, I'm not letting go of nothing. So now they can't get nothing now because their hand is closed. They closed off. I'm looking at the Hanged One. So God got them like, look, listen, I know you got free will, but you can't just be living your life like this. I don't know, but somebody's in some type of delay. I'm looking at the Nine of Swords. Maybe somebody's sorry. Maybe somebody's repenting. I'm looking at the Six of Pentacles. Page of Wands. I feel like God be wanting us to go to Him, or whoever, some type of energy, entity, or higher power, something that makes you say, let me check myself. And it's so crazy because, like, I've learned wisdom, words of wisdom, from people that's so toxic, but it's like what they said is still relevant. Like, I just remember my mom telling me, like, police yourself so nobody else has to do it, or so, you know what I'm saying, police don't get involved or some shit. I don't know, but I wasn't even doing nothing crazy like that. But that's what I'm thinking about. Like, check yourself, because life will show you. Some of this Four of Pentacles. This could be somebody that wanted to hold on to their devilish ways. And it's given like dog eat dog world. I mean, I just saw the Five of Swords. Somebody who live in a dog eat dog world mindset. I'm looking at the King of Swords. The Emperor. The Hermit. Some of this King of Swords. Some of this King of Swords for the collector. There any interference with these cards? Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Nine of Cups. It's like you focused on what you want to do. Three of Swords, and this could be heartbreaking to a fire sign. Queen of Wands. They don't know what to do. They're trying to act like everything is fine. Everything is not fine. Okay, they could feel the effects of whatever they sent you. I'm looking at the Five of Cups. They're like, dang, this person's not in my corner. And they might feel like they was rolling with the wrong people, or they took something too far. What they was paying for, what they was talking about, what they paid people to speak lies about you. I remember when I first got to the spot where I'm at, this bum ass nigga, the maintenance guy that my mom got to take me out and poison my shit, whatever. I remember like he was like, oh, those people buy like this store by me. He was like, oh, tell them that I'm so and so to you or something like that. And then I was just like, I just didn't say anything. And then he just looked at me like, he just gave me that narcissistic eye, like accept what I said. And I was just like, I don't know, I just got here to where I'm at. So I was just like, oh, okay. But me personally, like, I don't know what he told me to tell them. But, and I don't even talk to them folks. However, I feel like that nigga was spreading lies and shit about a star, okay? Aquarius energy and money. I'm a star. I'm looking at Judgment and the Two of Pentacles. Excuse me. Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Ten of Wands. It just made me feel like somebody trying to get back in your energy, trying to figure out what can they, I don't know, barter or something like that. So I'm looking at the Seven of Cups. I'm finna wrap this up though. Some of this is the Pentacles and the Empress in reverse. So this is somebody that they don't get blessings from God. They don't get blessings from God, or they don't get your blessings from God. The Empress in reverse, this is somebody who's rude, who's mean, not good with money, loose. Nothing's growing, nothing's flourishing. 3322. Anxiety, loss of resources, face up to reality. And then I did some videos talking about back to life, back to reality. Okay, let me see. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Miser. I'm saying stingy. Greed and power blinds you. Greed and power blinds you. I just thought about, like, I don't know, like somebody in a stupor, like they're drunk. You don't say like love drunk, but it don't even feel like love drunk, like money drunk or something like that. Look, Three of Swords. This person, they gotta face their own pain, face up to reality. If you're this person's child, abuse this person's child, they can't project that shit onto you. They was wrong about you, and they lied to everybody about you, because they're a bitch. And that's just the fact of the matter. If you look in the dictionary, I'm not sure what they say in the dictionary. I don't even feel like looking it up. But it would be this person right here. And you know, face up to reality. I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune. It's unfortunate because Nine of Swords. It's unfortunate because this person, it's like they lived their whole lives. I don't know, for somebody who's narcissistic, their reputation is everything to them. So for them to like drop the ball, okay, their illusions falling apart. I didn't see the tower, but their illusions falling apart and shit. Maybe somebody needed to hear it from their mouth or something like that. Because your energy could have been making people look good, like, or people could look at you. It's so crazy because people could look at you and be like, "Oh, look at this well-rounded individual. This is, shout out to their parents and shit like that." But you know what I'm saying? Don't, not too much, okay? A lot of work to where I'm at is because of me. You know what I'm saying? But I work with what I got. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my parents. However, I wouldn't be here if it was up to my parents. It's up to them, nigga. I don't think I'd be here. You know what I'm saying? Take that resonates because the people, money, all they see is money. It's unfortunate though. I'm finna wrap this up. Look, 7 of Wands. Cause yeah, you're not dealing with these people because they're superficial. And it's not just like superficial what you got on. It's superficial like, bitch, I'm gonna take your life. Like, what? Because of money? I don't know, but I already told y'all. Like, I remember my mother telling me this story about this guy being taken out for some money, his family money or something like, bitch, why would you even tell me that story? And then gonna tell me, oh, everybody got a price. Mine is 2 mil, and laughing and shit, and then telling me I should play the lottery and shit. Like what? And she's a Sagittarius, so niggas be knowing about like spiritual stuff more than I realize, and maybe more than you realize. Okay, maybe you can relate. And these niggas is trying to take your star. They're trying to take all your blessings from God because they be stealing. Stealing and thieving. And I'm not sure how long mailboxes, I think I told y'all this, but I'm not sure how long mailboxes be around. Like, I don't know, 50 years or 100 years or some shit. I don't know, but there's mailboxes where I'm at. And it's all around, like, the block or whatever. And on the mailboxes, it says thief. It says thief on them in spray paint. So it just made me think, like, and maybe just where I'm at though. Maybe niggas be thieving, but it just made me think, like, I don't know, go back in time, like, go back in the time and like, who sprayed that? Like, they was like, yo, we need to let niggas know, like, this is thieving, like, people is taking shit that don't belong to them or some shit. I don't know. The collective, I feel like you're a good person. Make sure you're around people that remind you of that, and you not around people that like to project onto you. If this is a mother, make sure you reparent yourself and heal your mother wounds. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this whole intentionally try to give me some mother wounds. Like, Anyway, let me get some Isis Oracle cards. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the like button if you have not. Subscribe to the channel if you have not, okay? If you like a personal, slide into my DMs and I got you. The Lunar Queen. Yeah, this bitch, they could be really well versed in moon magic. And you know what's so crazy? When I was a kid, like 11 years old, my auntie, who was also in cahoots with this bitch, and they just dropped it off my credit. Because I don't know, this bitch got a credit card and her name is on my shit. So I don't know what the fuck that was about. But anyway, because I don't remember that. But anyway, when I was like 11 years old, and she ended up apologizing to me for it. But it's like, niggas like, it's like empty apologies. But anyway, this is what happened, right? So it was a water bug flying. It was a water bug, and I had a phobia. Maybe that's how I got that phobia. At that time, now I don't got no phobia of water bugs at all. Now it's like, let me at them, I'm finna kill them. I'm gonna kill him. But if there's a man around, then I need some help. Anyway, look what happened was there was a water bug flying, and that shit was flying directly towards me. Nigga, I was like 11 years old. I was crying. I might have been screaming. The water bug was coming towards me, and then they was laughing. I just remember them laughing. My mother and my auntie. And then now, when I'm grown and these niggas doing this warfare and shit, sending water bugs. At one point in time, I seen one every day, maybe two. You know what I'm saying? And then it started dying down like once a week or something. And now I don't see them really at all. But anyway, that's what these hoes sending this shit, sending water bugs. I don't know, but their magic is so like it's to make you scared. It's to make you unregulated and shit like that. But I just remember them laughing, and I told her that, and she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Anyway, Lunar Queen, these bitches doing moon magic and shit. The moon doesn't have to be used for negativity. It's not about the tools. It's about the tooler. It's not about what it is. Even like tarot, it's not about, oh, it's the devil. Okay, it's like who is who is shuffling the cards, who's giving the messages, like shit like that. Okay. Anyway, the Lunar Queen. There is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment as essential to balance our actions of power and demonstration. So you put that work in and you rest and you regroup. You put that work in and you rest and you regroup. You are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now. Right now. Trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. So let it flow. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Everything is gonna work out right, you know. Let it flow, let it flow. Okay, so yeah, I read the card. Just trust it, okay? You're in a new cycle of creation. You know, it's like certain plants, you don't water every day because it might drown, because you might drown it or some shit like that. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna get a fortune. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, okay? I don't mean it. I'll talk to y'all some more in another video. Let me see. Collective, don't look at how far you have to go. Fuck that. Okay? Don't look at how far you have to go. Don't even look at it. Instead, look how far you've gotten. Because you've gotten places, you've gotten far. Look, we made it. Look, you made it. Look. Don't look how far you have to go. Instead, look at how far you've gotten. Here's some numbers y'all can use for the lottery. It could resonate with you in whatever type of way. 1, 3, 15, 17, 20, 38. That's the reading. Y'all been great. Peace out later on. Check out your zodiac signs. Read if you have not.